Officials with Kimball Health Services are laying the groundwork for a new hospital in the community to meet population growth expected within the next 5 years due to a missile project by the U.S. military. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, under the plan to be presented to the Kimball County Board at next month's meeting, the $32 million project would completely renovate the West Elementary building and add 40,000 square feet of new construction. Hospital CEO Ken Hunter tells KNEB News the new facility would double the number of operating and emergency rooms at 2 and 4, respectively, would offer a larger procedure room, and allow the hospital to expand service offerings.
We do cardiac rehab, which we don't do now. You know, we have a full-time board-certified hand and plastic surgeon, and we've gotten really busy. I guess agriculture is really hard on the hands, and we've been surprised how much business we've had in a rural area.
80% of the funding for the project would come through the USDA, with the hospital foundation seeking $3 million in private donations and the balance through revenue bonds. Hunter says they're hoping that with the board approval, the USDA would have an answer on their application by the end of May, with some construction to possibly start as early as this fall. Well, annual spring tornado drills were conducted yesterday as part of Severe Weather Awareness Week in Nebraska. And at Community Christian School in Scottsbluff, Principal Deidre Amundsen told KNEB News they take the safety of their students very seriously, and one way they can make sure their students are safe and aware is teaching them the importance of safety during a tornado.
Where we live here in Nebraska, we often have tornado warnings and things, and we want our kids to know what they need to do in case of a tornado. We also really try to talk to them about not becoming anxious and worried about it. We do live in Nebraska, and so sometimes there are tornadoes and sometimes there's not. Kids can become very fearful about drills. We don't want them out in the public and there's a drill and they suddenly become really anxious and upset.
She adds that the drills force the kids to learn where to go if and when danger strikes, and how to pull an audible if your go-to shelter is not accessible.
But we do ask our teachers, to use their best judgment, because you could be outside at recess, you could be at the park, you could be on a field trip, so we just want to be aware and teach them overall tornado safety, but the best places to go within the school. So we have different areas for the kids to go, but in the event that they aren't able to get to that area, then we have other areas as well that they know are safe during a tornado. We have a great big building with lots of areas with no windows, so we have lots of areas where our students can go to stay safe.
Region 22 Emergency Manager Tim Newman says that all of the sirens in Scottsbluff and Banner County were in proper working order Wednesday, and says Region 22 is ready if and when the real deal strikes later this year. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer says we're in for some mild temperatures in the coming days. We'll have your Thursday evening forecast right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
No matter what the groundhog says, you'll be mowing before you know it this spring. The best way to make sure you're ready for the first blades of grass is to take advantage of Sandberg Honda's Spring Tune-Up Special. From now until May 31st, schedule your lawnmower tune-up and receive free pickup and delivery in Scottsbluff and Gering. As a bonus, schedule service by March 10th and save with the Early Bird Special. Call Sandberg Honda at 436-2179 for details and to schedule your spring lawnmower tune-up today.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Partly to mostly cloudy skies as we go through the evening hours, and it'll be even cloudier later on tonight. Temperatures fall down in the 30s, and notice we have some showers around by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is going to be a showery day. It's going to turn milder then for Sunday into Monday. A couple of nice days. Unfortunately, we're going to have to put up with some breezes to windy conditions at times, and then cooler for Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. 48 degrees yesterday, still about 7 degrees below normal, about normal for a low. Nothing more in the rain gauge. We'll add some more to that, I think, during the day tomorrow. Well, a couple of things we want to show you. First, going back to precip, here's the new U.S. Drought Monitor out today showing improving conditions here in the area. As you can see, we have, again, about the same as what we had last week. But this moderate drought area in portions of the Panhandle and portions of Wyoming, most of southeastern Wyoming and the far western Panhandle now considered to be abnormally dry, but that's certainly a big step of improvement from where we were. Speaking of improvement, back last Saturday we hit 58. That was one day where we were 4 degrees above normal. Otherwise, we've had a stretch of below normal temperatures that have hung around for quite a while. This starts with the snowstorm that we had in here. On these particular days, it has trended colder and has stayed mostly below normal for most of the last 2 weeks, and we're going to continue that off and on, but it looks like we're going to have a couple of pretty nice days coming up Sunday and Monday. 37 in Laramie right now, 50s for most of us. A decent day today, about where we should be for this time of year, honestly. 56 Ogallala, 58 in Valentine. Only 41, though, in Cheyenne, and that's some of the warmest temperatures they've had in a while. Winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the west and southwest. Going to see a lot of clouds tomorrow when you're getting on the bus, and the temperatures in the low 30s with cloudy skies. On the way home, some showers around and only into the low 40s, so certainly a much cooler day coming tomorrow than what we had today. Let's take a look at Futurecast for tonight. Going to be quite a few clouds, maybe a break here or there. Generally speaking, overcast skies, and I think we'll stay dry through most of the nighttime hours tonight. Those overcast skies are going to help keep temps up a little bit into the upper 20s and low 30s. Now tomorrow, lots of clouds going to be socked in here, and we're going to start to see by late morning off and on showers, mainly rain. We are going to see some snow over in Cheyenne. Noticed some areas of occasionally moderate rain popped up there every once in a while. Can't even rule out a rumble of thunder tomorrow, especially in some of these warmer areas where you can see 50s up around Valentine. Most of us are going to be in the 40s, 37 in Cheyenne, which is unfortunately going to keep some of that precip in the form of snow. How much precip are we talking about? Well, you can see a few highlighted areas within here, maybe picking up a few hundredths. Some of those darker or lighter colored areas, maybe a quarter of an inch or more, but they're going to be isolated and few and far between. Snowfall forecast is going to be held over here into eastern portions of Wyoming, but maybe 2 to 4 inches tomorrow for the city of Cheyenne. We'll see if that comes to fruition. They probably aren't really in the mood for any more snow. 32 and overcast skies tonight. Tomorrow we're going to have off and on showers. It's not going to be an all-day washout, but there will be showers scattered around. 44 your expected high. Our 7-day forecast, we turn breezy on Saturday, only about 50. Much warmer there Sunday, Monday with temps in the low to mid 60s. Only to fall back in the 40s for Tuesday, Wednesday, but the winds come down. And then Thursday of next week back to near 60, and we could be flirting with 70 again by the end of next week.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gering, call Allstate agent Michael Inglehop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scottsbluff and Gering, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scottsbluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gering at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
Welcome back. A 20-year-old Scottsbluff man has been sentenced to a total of 8 to 10 years in prison after pleading no contest to 3 felony charges. Brennan Calderon was sentenced last Wednesday in district court on convictions of first-degree forcible sexual assault in one case and convictions of possession of child pornography and intentional child abuse in a second case. Court documents say Calderon sexually assaulted one victim in the winter of 2019, and in the second case, he was found guilty for having illicit photos of underage girls on his phone. In addition to the prison terms, Calderon will have to register as a sex offender as terms of his sentencing. Well, a Scottsbluff woman has been arrested for allegedly selling methamphetamine to a CI working for the Wing Drug Task Force. 37-year-old Samantha Hightower was arrested on Tuesday following a 2020 controlled buy in Scottsbluff. Court documents allege Hightower sold $75 worth of meth to the CI, and the drugs were sent off to the state crime lab. A warrant for her arrest was issued earlier this month, with bond set at $150,000 at 10%. She made her first appearance on a charge of distribution of an exceptionally hazardous drug on Wednesday in Scottsbluff County Court. And Facebook is again expanding a data center is building in the Omaha suburbs. The social media giant on Wednesday said that it will spend an additional $400 million to add an additional 1 million square feet to the data center that is partly operational southwest of Omaha in Sarpy County. The company estimates that it will spend nearly $1.5 billion total on the project that will now expand from Papillion into Springfield and include 3.6 million square feet. When the project is completed in 2024, Facebook said the data center will employ roughly 300 people. The area already includes data centers for Google, Yahoo, Travelers Insurance, and Fidelity Investments. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the world of sports. He'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Orthopedics is key to managing and treating bone and joint pain, which most of us experience in our lifetime. Morrill County Community Hospital and their clinics are here to help. Mikhail Taylor, MD, is now welcoming new patients from hand surgery, sports medicine, and fractures and injuries. Mikhail Taylor is specialized in upper and lower extremities, and with her expertise, you're assured the highest quality health care service possible. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time. At Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska, exceptional care right here at home.
Schuler Red Angus's 39th annual production bull sale on March 25th is offering 130 registered Red Angus bulls born, raised, and performance tested on the ranch, utilizing large, equal opportunity contemporary groups. Don't miss out on 35 Schuler Red composites that are built for improved fertility, longevity, and yield. As cow-calf producers, breeding, developing, and managing the herd will always have their customer and their bottom dollar in mind. For more information, call 308-262-0306 or visit their website at SchulerRedAngus.com.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Those ever-changing WNCC schedules, plus another signing from over at Mitchell High School. Let's start today with those pesky schedules. WNCC basketball had a postponement earlier this week at NJC, but they are ready to go tonight. They've got home games against Lamar Community College. We've got both for you tonight with Chuck on KOZY. Those will get underway with pregame at 5:15. Women will tip at 5:30. Volleyball also tonight for the Cougars on the road with matches at Lamar. And then tomorrow they're at Trinidad State. They'll make up Sophomore Recognition Day on Sunday during the men's home basketball game against Otero. Softball was supposed to be on the diamond today down in New Mexico. Those games against Luna Community College have been postponed. Instead, they'll have a travel day for a game coming up on Sunday at North Platte. And baseball home this weekend. They'll be in action at Cleveland Field against Trinidad State. Doubleheaders on Saturday and Sunday. Now let's take that quick drive down to Mitchell High School for a decision on college and sports. Earlier this week, Caden Perez making it official as he inked with Chadron State College to run track.
When we went on our visit down there, I thought the campus was, it was very nice, and the coaches were really nice. I got along with them very well. Coach Northrup, he was very welcoming when we went there, and he talked about the program itself, and it's a bunch of young guys, and he talked about how they're going to be coming up, and they're really building a program that I would like to be a part of.
Perez enters the spring as one of the top sprinters across the region, and after the cancellation of last season, the starting blocks are calling his name as they get ready for the early bird meet at Morrill this weekend.
It means a lot to us. After last year, it took a lot out of us to not be out on that track, and now that we get to open it up this Saturday and just let it fly, I think everybody's ready to go. We've been cooped up for a while, and now we just go out there and do our thing and, have fun while we're out there.
Been a lot of speed over the years over at Mitchell. Perez has been blessed to have Michelle Peters as his head coach, but thinks he's ready for another voice to lead the way next year. Coach Peters says Chadron going to be a great landing spot for Perez. Let's hear from both.
It's going to be hard to, not have her around because she's always pushing us every second of the day during practice, and she's basically raised us from, the time we were little to the very end now. And so I think it's going to be pretty different, but Coach Northrup, he's a great guy, and I'm ready to go work for him as well. So what Miss P taught us, we're going to take it with us and use it.
And as far as when he gets down to CSC, I think that whatever Coach Northrup's a good guy, and he is the type of guy that'll form a bond, a relationship with the kids to make them want to work hard. So I think that they'll work equally as hard up there as they are here. So I'm excited for them.
Mitchell senior Caden Perez signing earlier this week to continue his career on the track he'll run at Chadron State. Mentioned the early bird meet at Morrill. That'll be Saturday. Tomorrow, Scottsbluff hosting a big invite. That'll get underway at noon. Soccer at home for Scottsbluff this afternoon against Buffalo, Wyoming. Gering with home matches tomorrow against Douglas. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. We'll be back with more coming up right after this on KNEB.TV.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, Western Nebraska Community College Performing and Visual Arts Program will be hosting its first live performance in over a year with the 31st Annual Spring Gala, A Lot of Fight Left in Me, on Friday and Saturday at the Gering Civic Center. Since the pandemic began, the students have been doing their performances as virtual events on YouTube and Facebook, and that's how Newell envisioned this year's Spring Gala would be, with 5 or 6 videos for the 2021 performance.
And then I think it was early February that athletics started to go live. And once I found out that they were having, they're not audiences, but spectators at 50% capacity, I thought, well, now we can do a live gala. So we started moving in that direction. And I think it was the end of February that I was able to announce that positively to the students. And they just became so excited right away to have that opportunity to put everything on the stage live.
Live performances will begin at 6:30 p.m., but for those who prefer to stay at home, a live stream of each performance will be available. For more information and ticket information, go to wncc.edu/gala21. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.